Harbaugh now heads to Los Angeles Chargers.
Do you think anyone can predict a Jim Harbaugh speech? You're out of your damn mind.
That's a beast mode. My God.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin Herbert.
We have a Chargers quarterback that cusses, boys. This is dangerous.
Phillip Rivers sheds a tear.
We want to be known as world champions, and we're gonna do it or die trying. Don't let the powder blues fool you.
Who's got it better than I?
Hey, folks. Welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Wool Dog, sitting with my buddy, Kev Huggen-Duggan.
Hey, buddies. How you doing today?
Doing all right. Let's not forget Kyle the Coach Duggan.
Hi, boys. How we surviving this offseason?
Oh, you know, just waiting.
Surviving.
Just waiting for stuff to happen.
I'm not going to lie. We were just talking about it. Like, I thought we'd get a lot more info and details. We're just getting little clips from OTAs. So I'm like I'm needing more.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's anything we know about this front office and this coaching staff, they hold a lot of stuff close to the chest. And this is turning out to be no exception, which is fine. But boy, we'd love some more content. We'd love to see some more catches, some more OTA highlights, just whatever you could give us, we'd love to have. And let's talk about it.
And it's not centrally located, but you can kind of sleuth your way around and pull in the details of what's happening. And then you got to, connect some dots. So let's connect some dots.
Yeah, no, we're bold prospectors down at the freaking river, and we're sifting through shit, trying to find. Oh, here we go. Got a little nugget here. We got Derwin James posting his jersey. Look at that. Ooh, that's a beauty. Posting his jersey and some patches. Not usual patches that we would see on a jersey, especially for OTAs, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Utah. Give me 8 patches.
Yeah, he's got playoffs. He's got Chargers record. He's got 3 playoff appearances.
Bolts.
3 Chargers records. 3 NFL records. 2 Peyton. What is it? The Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Yeah.
4 All Pros. 1 Courage Award. I don't know what that is. And then
block courage.
The block of granite. I need to know how one goes about
that's
getting
that's a Harbaugh patch.
That's a Harbaugh award. Yeah, I think you can only have one of those because that's a 1-year brand new type of thing.
Yeah, you only get hard once and then you stay hard.
I need to hear, like, how has someone not asked Harbaugh yet what that means in a presser?
Well, that's the thing is, like, we haven't really seen many pressers.
He hasn't even been interviewed yet. I'm like, come on.
They're interviewing like anybody but him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure the janitor's going to get interviewed here next. But
well, hey, once he gets up there, they're going to have plenty of questions for him.
Oh yeah.
Loads. Hopefully he's in a good mood because then he'll answer them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No medical questions there,
yeah,
Popper. He's not a doctor. We know this already.
Wait to the end, Pop.
I do like that the All-Pro patch with the 4, they had to like give another bar. They're like,
for the bolts.
And like the OCD or the obsessive compulsive in me is like, this is so not centered. None of this is right. There's too many bars on one patch. It's tough to look at, but it's awesome to see all these new fun little patches. And since we're not getting any OTA clips, we might as well look over to Dan Popper and see what he's observing at OTAs. And we've got a few here to talk about. One of them is the Chargers have 91 players on their roster currently. Only 3 were not on the field for Tuesday's 2-hour practice. Only 3 were not on the field. Tackle Rashawn Slater, offensive lineman Trey Pipkins, and edge rusher Bud Dupree. Slater is noteworthy because he and the Chargers are in the midst of contract extension negotiations. In total, a player who misses all 3 days of minicamp could have to pay a little more than $93,000.
Just go. That's crazy.
Well, that's a drop in the bucket for what his contract's about to be. He's not going to risk getting hurt in those 3 days to miss out on millions of dollars.
Hold in and show up, dude. $93,000. That's in. Well, I can't. My head can't wrap around all the money these guys make. That's insanity. That's a whole year's income for
it's a lot.
The elite.
Most of the country.
Yeah. That's double my income. So
yeah, 93,000 is like an incredible annual salary that he's missing out on for a week of OTAs.
Not even a week, 3 days.
Yeah,
3 days of minicamp. But it is going to be interesting to see when that Rashawn Slater, when that contract comes home to roost, because
it's going to happen.
It is going to happen. I'm certainly not questioning whether or not it's going to happen. It's just like, I think we all thought like, all right, get the deal done, go into, OTAs, and that just hasn't happened yet. And so I don't know what the holdup is, what they're waiting on, but
yeah, I'm sure it's just the mumbo jumbo jargon in the contract, because the way that we talk about offensive linemen is the tip of the spear. This front office wants to set the tone for free agents that they bring in. Like, look what we did with Rashawn. We took care of him. We got the deal done. It didn't hold out too long. Like, we got it done. And you want to set that precedent right off the bat, especially the younger guys. Like, it feels good to see one of you guys get paid. Like, okay, that's what I'm working for now. And the Chargers will actually like give it to me if I earn it. So I think it'll get done here quick.
We shall see. Another observation from Popper. The players who worked off to the side and did not participate in full team drills included cornerback Cam Hart, safety Elijah Molden, linebacker Dan Henley, cornerback Dean Leonard, and receiver Luke Grimm. Hart suffered a torn labrum during the playoff game and had surgery in January. The Chargers have not fully cleared him yet, which is why he sat out, but he said he expects to be back by minicamp. Molden is still working his way back from his offseason meniscus surgery, and he expects to be ready for training camp as well. And Henley played through a torn labrum last season and underwent surgery as well. Right.
Yeah, they'll be ready when it's
bitches,
important. Yeah, especially the torn labrum, dude. I can't imagine playing a whole season with a destroyed shoulder. Because I remember seeing that arm brace that he had on, but I didn't realize the severity of his situation. He's still lighting guys up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad that they've all got their surgery done, and everything seems to be promising going into minicamp and then the season and all that good stuff. And last observation from Popper, receiver Ladd McConkey made the splash play of the day down the left sideline during the third down period. Herbert launched a go ball on a 3rd and 5. McConkey tipped the ball up to himself with one hand and made the catch. Still was in coverage, fielding a question about whether he would have made a play on the ball in a higher tempo practice. Still smiled and said, no comment. Tarheeb still.
Dude, he's a competitor. That's awesome. Yeah. He's not even going to admit when things didn't go his way in an OTA drill.
Yeah. No,
passing league drill.
No comment. Don't ask me about that.
Come on. But all good stuff to see here for OTAs thus far. And another little tidbit that trickled down this offseason. CBS Sports pointing out that the most passing yards in the last 5 seasons, top 3 answers on the board survey says Patrick Mahomes, number 1, Allen from Buffalo, Josh Allen, number 2, and number 3, our beautiful baby boy, Justin Herbert, 21,000 yards, 3rd most passing yards in the last 5 seasons. What a guy.
It's so interesting because right now we're getting into that. We've been doing this for so long now, kind of these repetitive cycles where it's that time of year where people start putting Justin Herbert on lists just to evoke like anger from us Charger fans.
The overrated lists.
Yeah, it's like, what are you guys talking about? Yeah, he hasn't won a playoff game yet, but do you watch these games?
Yeah.
Like but it's so funny. We've been doing this for so long now. It is the same thing every year. As soon
a broken record.
End of May, beginning of June, people just start getting clickbaity with their bullshit. So I wanted to put this up in the outline to remind everyone that he is a stud and will start winning playoff games and everything will be just fine. So just
gonna be just fine.
If you're an outsider looking in though, and you don't watch the games, you don't see him consistently make these incredible plays. You just see he hasn't won any quarterbacks the Chargers. So he hasn't won in the playoffs any quarterbacks Chargers. You're like, yeah, he's whatever. He's hyped. So obviously as fans, we watch every single play and we know how incredible he is. He's not the reason we're losing these games.
Right. No, he's an absolute stud, and I'm very excited to see what happens this season. I mean, they got him all the weapons now. They got them linemen. We've got a running game potentially coming down the pike. So it's all signs are pointing to this offense just going off this upcoming season.
Nice.
And then speaking of contract talks, this was very interesting. We saw a video here recently because we noticed that Hampton has signed his contract. Everybody else on the Chargers rookie squad has signed their contract. The only one that hasn't yet is Trey Harris. And what's interesting about that is apparently there are only 2, as of the day of this recording, it could very well change, but as of the day of this recording, only 2 round 2 rookies have signed their contracts. And those are the top 2. So the ones that came after, so 32, 33, and 34. And the reason is those 2 guys, their contracts are fully guaranteed.
Which doesn't happen as
does not
rounders.
happen for second rounders.
Yeah.
And so they set the precedent now of getting fully guaranteed contracts in round 2. So now all the other round 2 guys are going to sit back and wait, see who 35 pick is. I think that might be Seattle. I could be wrong. But if it starts to continue with the fully guaranteed contracts, that is the wait, apparently, for why Trey Harris has not signed his contract, nor most of the other round 2 picks.
It's so interesting that a team can go in there and just kind of blow this whole thing up a little bit for all the other teams. They're like, you know what? We're feeling generous today. We're going to give you all the guarantees for our second round pick and take that the rest of you teams.
And what's even funnier, and I only read the article. I don't recall the teams or the players, but it was pick 34 who got the fully guaranteed contract, which meant that pick 33 had to have the guaranteed contract.
Yeah.
So it was whoever pick 34 was that set this whole damn thing in motion.
Guaranteed money to a guy that's never played in the NFL is ridiculous. I don't like
a ton of money too.
It's just it's so much money. Like you're putting all these franchises. How many of these guys are busts? You know, like, I'm not saying that ours is going to be, but if you're giving everyone the first 2 rounds guaranteed money, there's a lot of busts in those 64 picks. And those guys are going to get money no matter what. They're hitting your books, even if you cut them. Like that's just, I don't know, dude. Like I get these guys want to get paid. Good for them. Good for the players. But I don't know. That seems crazy. Like earn it. Go play your rookie deal, play the 3 years, and then you can get a giant paycheck that's guaranteed if you prove you can last in the league. I don't know. I don't like that precedent. Well,
it's been kind of shuffled up by the college game now with all these, what they're what some of these college players are making.
Yeah, they make less in the NFL.
Exactly. So I'm thinking that has something to do with this kind of new push for, money in different ways. So it's, it's an ever evolving landscape of how all this shit works. So we're clearly in a new era of how people are getting paid. So I remember back in the day, it was worse, before the most recent collective bargaining agreement, where it was like quarterbacks are making great $100-something million for a first round quarterback, like just guaranteed, just locked in. You know what I mean? Like who was it? It was Sam Bradford from the Rams had some insane contract.
I do remember
before the updated one. I was like, and then that just stopped. So it's just ever evolving.
Yeah. So I'm certainly not worried about Trey Harris signing his contract. He's clearly just playing the waiting game, waiting for the dominoes to fall to figure out his contract situation, but he's at least at OTAs. We've seen him catching the ball,
some plays,
and making some plays. So just an interesting little tidbit that came down that involves our second round pick. And the other thing, Utah, give me 2. We're talking second rounds and June 2nd. There's a deadline, as we all know. June 2nd, several NFL teams are set to gain cap room as a result of releasing players with post-June 1st designations. This includes the New York Jets, who released Aaron Rodgers and CJ Mosley. They're gaining $13.5 million in cap space. And the post-June designation allows teams to defer future prorations of a player's contract to the following season, which can significantly reduce the cap charge for the current year. These moves are part of the NFL's salary cap management strategies, allowing teams to better manage their financial situations for the upcoming season. What does that mean?
Moves are coming.
Moves and shakes, yes.
Yeah,
it's still a lot of opportunity. I mean, we every day it feels like there is some rumor of some player connected to the Chargers, possibly coming over to the Chargers. So I don't even know where our cap space is right now as far as what we have to work with. I mean, we still got to figure out the Rashawn Slater situation. You got to figure out what Trey Harris's contract is going to be, guaranteed or not. And so it'll be interesting to see if there are any big moves that happen for the Chargers post June 1st, the day of this recording. So we will see. Predictions are a big thing for the offseason, and this is no exception for the Chargers because ESPN's Mike Clay is high on Omarion Hampton. Projects the Chargers rookie running back to lead all first-year backs in total TDs. He's predicting 11, and rushing TDs, 9 in 2025. Clay said the Chargers offense could outscore the Raiders. Hampton over Janty in TDs.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
11.
Hell yeah.
Give me that. I'll take that all day.
Total TDs 11, rushing 9.
Yeah.
I think that feels fair.
That's a big rookie year.
Rookie year, yeah. Especially with Najee in the backfield as well, vulturing those goal line.
True. Yeah. It'll be.
I think that's the big difference between Omarion and why did I want to say Najee? Yeah. Ashton Jeanty is. Jeanty doesn't really have competition in that backfield. Like, he's the guy. He is the stud. Whereas the Chargers backfield's pretty full. You know, like there's and JK may be coming back, or J.K. Dobbins may be coming back too. So it's like it could get even fuller in that running back room. That's the only reason why I think obviously I'm a Charger fan. I think he's going to be better than Ashton Jeanty, but the production to me seems a little bit aggressive with what we have in our backfield currently.
Well, I mean, we know the run game is certainly a focus with how they've treated that room and the talent that they brought in, and potentially the talent that they're going to end up keeping going into the season. So it should be fun to see regardless. And then the other prediction / news / hearsay / sighting. Apparently, a Charger staff member said a completely different receiver now than 6 months ago. Everything improved in regards to number 1, Quentin Johnston. What are you fighting over there?
There's a bug in here. Just keeps hovering right by my face.
I was like, I kept seeing it out of the corner of my eyes. I'm reading this. I was like, what is he doing?
Sorry, I had to get it away from myself.
Well, you know, it's I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, Kev doesn't believe this because it's an anonymous Charger staff member. It's not named, quoted. So he doesn't believe it.
Like, it's LA football. It was the LAFB on social medias and stuff. They post that. Like, that's awesome if that's the case. I'd love to hear it, but if you can't say it with your name on it,
I thought you were a Quentin Johnston believer.
Oh, I am. I still have confidence in him, but
what do you not believe about the quote then?
I just think the validity of like somebody that doesn't put their name on it is a little interesting. Like, it wouldn't be that hard. Like, if this is so true, you can just say who it is. That's not like some breaking news. Like, he's coming off an injury and everything's going to be fine. It's like, he looks good. Cool. Put your name on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
it's just stupid.
You also said earlier in the show that the Chargers like to keep everything really close to the chest. It sounds like you don't believe that this is such an unbelievable statement that led you to believe not having a name on the quote makes it harder to believe.
Well, as a football coach, is everything improved when you're running, you're playing 7-on-7?
Yeah, but they're saying just in general, everything's better. You don't think that that's possible?
It absolutely.
Likely.
You are fucking twisting me up again. It's not what I said. All I said is that the quote is odd with just a generic Chargers staff member as the quote. That's the only thing I'm saying. I hope he is. I hope that'd be awesome. We've loaded that room up,
but it's unlikely.
Clearly, we feel like I'm gonna be a little more realistic with Quentin this year. Let's just get this out there and be real. He's not who I pumped him up to be last year.
Whoa!
I'm just saying it now. He's not who I pumped him up to be last year, but now he has room to surprise everybody.
Great.
Dude,
say you don't like him. Yeah. Say you don't like him, and he's gonna go off.
Yeah, if that's what it takes.
True.
I don't like.
Say you don't like him.
That's what it takes.
You hear that, Q? I don't like you.
Whoa!
I kind of love you, but
no, you can't.
But here, I'm just telling you, I think the expectations I think he's gonna have a good season because the expectations for him are lower. Like, it's not like he's like the guy that has to be the X. He has to go in there and he has to do all this shit. He's fighting. He has to do everything in his power to be better than he was 6 months ago because there's a bigger room full of studs that just came in and he's got to fight.
Yeah.
Competitors welcome.
There you go. Kev might be a believer.
No, he's
if
not.
you saw this Charger staff member's face.
Yeah, show your face.
Show
Show your face.
Show your face.
Kaiser Soze.
Make Kevin a believer.
Yeah. Who is this Kaiser Soze? I must know who you are.
Some news from former Chargers. Bills coach Sean McDermott says all players are present for OTAs except for James Cook, while Joey Bosa pulled his calf and will be out for the foreseeable future.
Foreseeable future is not. I feel bad, man. Like, it just, we knew this was going to happen. Having had him for so long, like, this is just what happens to him, man.
Yeah.
His body is just not where. I don't think it's ever been like fully ready for an NFL season. Has he ever gone through an entire season? Like maybe once? Barely?
I don't know, but he always says at the beginning of camp that his body's great. He's
the best it's ever
been. Yeah, he's tweaked a bunch of stuff, and it's just the guy just can't stay healthy. It sucks. I feel bad for him, but it's just what it is.
So I want him to be successful. I want to like root for him. Like he's one of the few guys that will go to another team. I'm still going to follow him because he's been with us for so long. He's like an original SD Charger. I wanted him to do well there. So hopefully he can get over this calf deal and, get on the field.
Yeah. Yeah. It sucks to see. And yeah, after it was that one season that he got surgery that it was just like, oh, well, it all makes sense because he's been like favoring a side. And then it was like, oh, well, then I got the surgery on his groin and then everything feels so much better. And it was so freaking promising. And just, it never just came to full fruition. Still love the guy, like you said. And, hope he gets better.
Yeah.
And a couple of quotes here. We've got Chargers Tony Jefferson, vet, saying that this is the best strength and conditioning program I've ever been a part of. Awesome to see. That resonates well, especially with older guys. We're doing the right things for the right muscles. It's very good to be in this type of situation, especially for me, especially for the guy who retired, came back, and was like, oh, man. Help my strength and conditioning, please. I need it.
Yeah. Make him harder to break, right? That's right. His goal.
He's making them harder to break, just like we need to take a break for our sponsor this week, Underdog Fantasy. They're back, baby. They're one of the best places to make picks during the playoff basketball. Underdog is one of the leading sports apps, and you can play now in your state. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? To play, all you have to do is download the app and choose whether a player will go higher or lower on one of their stats. You can choose things like, I don't know, points, I don't know, assists, and there's so much more. Once your picks feel good, really good, you can play with as little as $1, a single $1. Rashawn Slater just gave up 93,000 of those. All you need is one. If you can get everything right, you can win up to 1,000 times your money. And boy, we love using Underdog, especially during the off season.
Doing a full year of this with like migrating to each sport has been very enlightening. I'm better at certain sports than others, but gosh darn it, I'm not going to give up.
No, never give up. We want to earn 1,000 times our money as well. And we want you guys to have that opportunity. So download the Underdog app, sign up with the promo code CCHAT to unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. That's promo code CCHAT. Must be 18 or over 19 in Alabama and Nebraska, over 19 in Colorado for some games, over 21 in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concern with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's or text NEXT STEP to 53342. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. And after you're done making some sweet picks with that one crisp $1 bill you earned, head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/ChargerChat. And, we got funny videos over there.
Got some funny shit.
We got some funny stuff. We got hangouts. We just hung out with some cool people over at patreon.com/ChargerChat. And as usual, when we get new Patreon members, we got to shout them out.
Hell yeah, we do.
We got 3. Utah.
I wonder if we're going to get through this episode without saying Utah.
Never.
I need to say it every 5 minutes or I might explode. But we got 3 new members. I'm talking about Caroline Weber Streit from Germany.
Yes.
John Anagnos, an arrogant bastard.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
so much for joining our Patreon.
Yeah, thanks for the support.
Yeah, we really love that. And if you don't want to go there,
if you don't want to be like Caroline John or Arrogant Bastard,
I mean, that's your prerogative, but you can go on over to our regular website if you want to, chargerchat.com. Check out all the cool stuff we got over there, like t-shirts, hoodies, and stickers. Chat it up with other Charger Chatteteers in the member section. Ask questions and Ask Boltfam. Check it out, chargerchat.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, God bless. Would you hit the subscribe button already? I'm tired of saying it. And clean up your room while you're at it, for crying out loud. I don't know.
Dad.
I don't know what's going on with you. I'm this close to kicking you out. All right. Folks, it's time to go into the next segment, Ask Boltfam.
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
Hi, guys. Don't jam a thumb up his butthole. That's what you do. I wet myself in excitement.
Oh, so hungry.
Your thoughts are like totally appreciated.
Catch you later, dude.
Okay, love you, boy.
That's right, folks. Time for Ask Boltfam, and we start at the top with Marco DeLeo.
Marco,
who asked the question.
Hey, guys. It's been a bit. Okay, there has been speculation that some analysts speculate that Najee Harris could be traded before the season starts, depending on team needs and performance during training camp. If true, what are your thoughts on this? Okay, love you, bye.
I have not heard this.
I haven't either. It's an interesting speculation. They did kind of grab him before they got their first round running back, so maybe it gives him a better opportunity to hit his incentive somewhere else. I don't know. Very intriguing idea, though, Marco.
Yeah, I heard the speculation. I just don't know. It's like it's a 1-year deal. Like I think if somebody else really wanted him, they probably could have got him. You know, and what you get back for Najee at this point in his career on the team that trades for him only gets 1 year out of him. I just don't know if it'll be worth it. I would rather just keep him. I would rather keep him. Mm-hmm. I think let's rock and roll. Unless you know for sure you're getting JK back, then you have Omarion and JK. Then yeah, you got a little bit too much in the running back room probably. But as it is right now, I don't want him to go, but I guess it's possible.
It would be kind of cool. I kind of like the idea of JK and Omarion a little better than Najee and Omarion. I don't know why.
You hate all of our players. Who do you like?
I don't. What do you mean? I prefer a little bit more. So I like JK. I want him back. I loved him last year. Actually, how dare you? I love
no Najee, no Quentin Johnston. You don't like none of them.
Najee just signed. I'm talking about. I am a loyalist. I am loyal to my guys. Unlike you.
Doesn't sound like it.
Unlike you.
What did I ever do?
I don't have any proof to back that statement, but it just felt right to say.
It felt like a movie moment, right
there.
Yeah,
you suck too.
I learned it from you, all right?
Yeah.
I learned it from watching
you.
You're an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
I taunted you a second time.
Yeah, I think that would be the only thing is like if you because the running back room is pretty stacked right now. You got Najee Harris, Omarion Hampton, Kamani Vidal, Hassan Haskins, Rocket Sanders, who we picked up. That's a lot. And potentially J.K. Dobbins as well. So it's like, okay, it makes sense. Like if you traded Najee Harris, first of all, you could pick up a player that might be more in a room
if we could finagle a left guard or a decent center out of that deal, I'm doing the trade.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're in that, he's in that position. Ortiz has put himself in the position where he's like, I've got all these running backs. Who wants one?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be Najee Harris. And I would love to see him play, obviously. Like the entire
but I'd rather him be
offseason,
gone before I get like invested.
Before you get too attached to him.
Yeah. I haven't even seen him. They're not.
We shouldn't have named him, should we?
Videos released of him yet. I haven't seen him step on the field as a Charger. It'd be much easier for him to get got now.
Right.
Bring back our JK.
Don't know what you got till it's gone. So it'll be interesting to see. I've not heard that. And if it happens, boy, that would be some crazy wheeling and dealing from Chef
Doesn't even
Ortiz.
play a snap for
Doesn't even play a snap, and we turned it into something else. Who knows? But we shall see, Marco. Thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Moving on to Thunderlips, who asked the question.
Oi, Georgia Chat. Chargers rushing totals in the games they lost last year. Steelers at 61, Chiefs at 55, Cardinals 59, Ravens 84, Chiefs 94, Bucks 32. Texans 50. NFL teams averaged 113 rushing yards per game. There's no trick to it. It's just a simple trick. Rush for over 100 yards, just under league average, and we win the game. Rush for under 100, and we probably lose. Do you think this is why Harbaugh and Ortiz went with a running back in the first round? Love, Thunder Lips.
Thanks for the love at the end. That really sealed the deal for
Yeah.
me. Thunder Lips,
Not even a can't love you
appreciate
by, just love.
Yeah,
Love you too.
Yeah,
Thunder
love,
Lips.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Thunder
this
Lips.
is Thunder Lips.
Fascinating stat.
Yeah, I wonder what our rushing stats were in games we won, because it's this is interesting. I think we always wanted to run the ball, and clearly we could not get it done for some of these games, especially the Bucs game, like 32 yards. That's
32 yards.
That
crazy.
doesn't work at all. I think that's more offensive line play in certain situations that it is running backs. You know what I mean?
We also got down big early in that game, so you kind of have to throw the ball to try to catch up.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to run the ball to win. That's just bottom line. The throwing the ball is more fun to watch, but you have to run the ball to win. It just does so much for everything in your game. And yeah, drafting a running back, but also picking up Mekhi Becton, one of the biggest free agent interior offensive linemen that was available, and you go get that big behemoth to put next to Joe Alt. It's like, yeah, there's obvious emphasis that we need to go out there and beat people up front, run the ball, set the tone. You bring in Najee and draft Omarion. It's like, yeah. They know that that's a need, 100%.
So we will have to keep an eye on the rushing yards. If we can get over 100.
No, that's the stat I'm now going to be staring at throughout every single game. Are we hitting the 100 threshold? Are we breaking that ceiling? And if we are, we're going to win.
Thank you, Thunder Lips.
Thanks, Lips.
For giving us something to obsess over. We appreciate it. Let's move it on now to Zachary Shelton, who asked the question. I feel like this team needs to live up to expectations. So it's AFC Championship at least or bust this season, right?
I think for me, I don't know. It's hard, man. Like the AFC West is so strong this year. Like for me, my expectations are the AFC winning the AFC West. Like as long as we get there and we'll see what happens in the playoffs. Like that's my expectation is to beat these guys and get the, AFC West back. But AFC Championship, like we Charger fans every year, even when we had Brandon Staley, I was like, we're going to the AFC Championship. Yeah. It's going to happen. But it's starting to feel each year, especially with Harbaugh, it feels like it needs to happen. Like it's not only needs, it's going to. It feels right.
Well, given Harbaugh's tenure everywhere that he goes, starts off near the bottom and progressively gets better. And last year, his first season with us, we at least made it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So it's
I think give me a playoff win. I just need a playoff win. I need to stop seeing the graphic of how long it's been since we won a playoff game. Honestly, if you give me a playoff win, I think we could do more for sure. But give me a playoff win and I won't think the season is a bust. If you can win the AFC West and win a playoff game,
hell yeah.
Give me that all day.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously we want them to go the whole way. We want AFC Championship. We want Super Bowl. We want the whole ding dang thing. But we wouldn't consider it a bust if it doesn't quite get to that level, Zach. But I understand. Hey, man, you've been listening to us for a long time, and we feel the frustration as well. Trust me, we love this freaking team every ding dang day, and it is frustrating to see every year how the Chargers perform, and we just got to get the AFC West back, like you said, Kev.
Yeah,
tired
start
of the Chiefs.
there. It's like one of my favorite movies. What About Bob? It's baby steps.
Baby steps.
You baby step to the first game. You baby step to the AFC West. You baby step to the playoffs. Then you baby step to the AFC Championship, and then you baby step to the Super Bowl, and then you baby step into the next off season, where you're getting ready to win your second Super Bowl. They're all baby steps.
They're all baby steps. Zach, come with us as we make these baby steps. Thank
baby
you,
steps
buddy.
together.
Thank you for asking the question. Moving on now to Daryl 21.
Nice.
Who asked the question?
Sweet.
My peeps, oh my awesome peeps. Last week's episode was a killer as always and love the new intro. Hoo-ha. Last week, I asked about what possible games we could see losing with such a tough schedule that I thought, wait, screw that. What does coach say? 17-0, hoo-ha. So this week, I wanted to touch on some thoughts Money had on Chargers Weekly. do we see any possibility of us actually carrying 7 receivers and 5 safeties? I'm still on the Rice train. Dude had the stick shift, tossing him air balls last preseason, and then he got hurt in practice. Dude's got something to prove, and I'm all in. Hoo-ha! And Mickens at safety. Oh, I'm hearing he could challenge Gilman's spot. See you Tuesday, boys. K, love you, bye. Hoo-ha!
Yeah. Yeah, 17-0, buddy. Daryl.
Always.
Yeah.
Until proven otherwise.
Phil and O, dude. Phil and
O. But yeah, 7 receivers and 5 safeties.
It's just there's so many positions. Like did we carry 7 last year? I don't remember carrying this many guys. Like, because the running back room is going to be like, what are you going to do with that? You know, it's just like I think which one of these position groups. A lot of these guys aren't going to see the field during the game. It's like who's going to be better in special teams. I think that'll decide what these are.
Sure. Yeah. Multifaceted players. Yeah, because I have a feeling that's probably what Hassan Haskins is going to be on the running back, but that's not even what he's talking about, receivers and safeties.
Yeah, but it all affects 7 seems like a lot of receivers, but you'd have some guys like stepping up to really do some special team shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet it'll be 6 wide receivers. That's generally part of the course, but I guess I don't know. Like it 100% comes down to special teams. Which guys show up and make big plays there?
So if it is 6, who are the 6?
Oh, God.
Let's call them out.
Wooly.
I'm just saying.
Kev doesn't think Quentin Johnston's making the roster.
No, I did not say that. Didn't say that. No, I didn't say that.
Let's go in order here.
Didn't say that.
We've got
not say that.
We got Ladd McConkey.
Yes.
Yeah. Mike Williams.
We got Q.
We got Q.
We got Trey.
4. Lambert Smith.
5. Darius Davis. 6.
Davis.
Yep.
And who's number 7? Jalen Reagor. They just paid him.
Right.
Well, yeah, but
that's the 7.
Pay him a lot.
Yeah, like where does that go? Brendan Rice. He still feels like he could probably squeeze him on the practice squad, so you're not like dying to sign him to the roster.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like 6 to me.
Yeah, it's going to be 6.
All right. We shall see.
Unless Keenan comes in and then it just throws everything off.
If Keenan comes in and Utah, give me 10 receivers at that point. I don't care. Just make them all receivers. Multifaceted.
Yeah. We got a flag football team.
We'll see how it all goes, Daryl, but thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Athir Kadir.
Kadir.
Oh, ask the question.
Judge and Shannon, my lovely Bolt fam. Hope everyone's good and healthy and in great spirits. Enjoy the offseason, baby. I want to start with this, baby. Attention. Congrats, my boy Tony Francis, on your wedding, baby. Hope you have many happy years to come. Second, before I get to my question, please, it'll be a fun one. It is very difficult to beat the same team 3 times in the same season. Well, let's sweep the Chiefs, LMAO, baby. Now I'm going to give Waldog, Coach Kyle, and Kevin each $6,000 cash, baby. You have to pick one game to attend in person. First option, AFC divisional game versus the Chiefs at SoFi, baby. Or AFC championship game versus the Bills or Ravens with the chance to go to the Super Bowl. First time in 31 years, baby. My answer is the AFC title game. However, let's hear my boys. We'll start with my lovely Coach Kyle, followed by my silly friend Kevin that loves Athir, emojis LOL, and we finished, as always, with my baby, my love, my heart forever, Wall Dog. P.S. FTR Chargers country, let's ride to San Francisco. Okay, love you, bye, baby.
Baby.
You're silly.
Hi, Athir.
You're a silly friend who loves emojis. All right. Yes, congrats again, Tony, on your wedding.
Yes, sir.
This looked very fun. All right. Athir's giving us $6,000 cash. This is binding, right?
I don't get, how do we get the $6,000? Just if we answer the question correctly? Or?
Well, he's just saying, like, I'm giving you money. You can go to one of these games.
So we're sitting pretty.
Okay.
We're sitting pretty in some nice seats.
Well, if we go to the home game at SoFi, we could just pocket most of that $6,000.
Yeah, it's true. We could have these other tickets.
So you got to take that into account.
All right. Well, it starts with you, Coach. Are you going to the home game, AFC divisional game against the Chiefs at SoFi, or are you going to the championship game?
Well, luckily I've been to a home game against the Chiefs, and it was fun, but we took a big fat L twice. So yeah, I'm going to the AFC championship game, definitely 100%. And I'm just going to say it's at SoFi Stadium. So that way I can still pocket a good chunk of that change because we have season tickets and we'll still get them at cost. So let's freaking go. Let's go Chargers.
Go Chargers.
That's one perk we've never been able to utilize is like buying playoff tickets. And let's do that this year.
Yeah.
Please. Chargers would be great.
Game.
Pretty please.
Please.
Yeah, I would take the home game. I think I just want the home energy. I feel like it's going to be even better this year, especially with Harbaugh, especially with how things went last season, making it to the playoffs. And that's what I want to see. I want to see a home game against the Chiefs, and I want to beat their ass. I want to beat their ass. Athir. That's the one I'm taking with my $6,000, and I will use it wisely as opposed to Kyle just putting it in his pocket. Like some kind of thief.
Get the sickest Airbnb ever.
Oh. And Athir, you're invited. If you're giving us the money, you're coming.
Yeah,
buddy.
if you're funding this thing, you can come hang out. We'll get you a bedroom.
That's right. We'll get you a bedroom with your money. Athir, buddy, thank you for asking the question. And we go. Whoa.
You skipped me.
I thought you gave your answer. I thought I heard you say your answer. Oh, well, you were supposed to be second. It's your fault for not saying.
You jumped over me. You jumped over me.
Just answer. Yeah,
I agree with Kyle. I've been to too many Chiefs games where we've lost. My odds are not good. I don't want to jinx us in any way, shape, or form. I'm not going to be there. I promise you. And then I will go to one of these other two games.
All right.
Sorry, Athir. We went out of order. Hope you're not mad. I hope to see you next week.
If you're mad, be mad at your love, your baby, your heart, your life. Bulldog. Give me a spanking. All right, let's go out. Ask Boltfam with Tony Francis, newlywed, who asked the question.
What's up, soldiers? This past week has been fucking amazing. I've married my best friend in front of all my friends and family. I've locked down flights to all the games I'm attending, and we are 1 week closer to football season. Who's got it better than me? My first question is directed to you, Coach. What do you honestly think of Zion Johnson at center? Would you rather have him over Andre James? What do you think Nick Hardwick is looking for in attributes of an exceptional center to be the game one starter? My next question is directed to you, Kev. If you were the wide receiver coach for the Chargers, what team building exercises would you be doing in the off-field to build chemistry? And don't give me this golfing bullshit with paintball fighting on the 18th hole. Let's be creative, soldier. Need that wide receiver room to be on point this year. And my last question is directed to you, Bulldog. Can you predict our record against the AFC West this year? My guess is 6-0 because f*** them all. Which AFC West games will be the hardest for us to win? As always, f*** the Raiders, burn the kingdom, kick the donkeys, and suck my butt.
All right, marital bliss. What's going on over there, Tony Francis?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you also said you were with all of your friends at your wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember getting an invite.
I wasn't invited.
Tony. All of your friends?
Tony.
Really? All of them?
We're just not friends.
Yeah,
I don't want to
right.
go
war, but
I'm pretty good at hitting up that registry and buying something solid, and you miss that opportunity. Just saying, next time. Hopefully there's not a next time.
No, not next time.
No.
Actually, let me walk that back. You're never going to get anything from me.
Yeah, there's no next time. You blew it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Never get a thing from me.
Yeah.
I got to turn my back on you.
Yeah, so I got to turn Just getting Greg grab my face and give him a real hard kiss. Got to turn my back on you now.
All right. Nobody could possibly have it better than you, Tony. First question,
possible.
Coach, what do you honestly think? Give us your honest opinion about Zion Johnson at center.
Honestly, I don't think it's the best option. I think there's a lot of times we kind of saw him struggle on his feet with his quickness. Center has to be able to go both ways. They have to be able to pick up what's coming and then make adjustments on the fly. It's not an easy position to just pick up. You know, like it's a whole nother element to the game, being able to get that ball back there. And most of the time you're expecting the center to be able to call out all the blitz, like line changes, all of your responsibilities. So I like two guys that you have there right now that are fighting for the job, or vets that have done it for a really long time. I just think that gives you the best chance to be good right away. If you put Zion in there, there's going to be a learning curve that's going to be tough. I like the idea when we didn't have a center on the roster. Now that you have two vets, I don't see it. I don't see it being the best option.
All right. Doesn't get much more honest than that.
I like it.
All right, Kevin. You're the wide receiver coach. You better not be sending these boys golfing with paintball
I've
guns.
had about 3 minutes to formulate this, but I think I came up with something that would be really good at bringing everyone together.
Excellent.
So there's a television program that my wife...
Oh my God, we're not doing Prices Right again.
$1, Bob.
No. My wife introduced me to some time ago. It's a show called Naked and Afraid. We're gonna send them out into the woods without any clothes, and they have to survive for 3 weeks. And if they win, they're gonna come out closer, stronger, and
Warmer.
naked.
What will you give them though if whoever makes it out?
High fives, Top Gun high fives,
Roster spots, yeah.
Yeah. I think they'll work it out between them. Somebody's gonna, bail. Yeah, at some point.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm not giving them anything. I'm just giving them the opportunity to come together.
They're going to bail right away.
Yeah, they're like, no contract is worth this.
Yeah, screw this. I'm going to play for the
fine.
Jet.
They have to do it all, or they can get a fully guaranteed contract if they finish.
Okay, there's something on the line. I like that.
Something on the line, and whoever comes out, the best friends will be, we'll win the Super Bowl together. Naked and Afraid.
I like that. Naked and Afraid. That'd be hilarious.
Just all the dudes walking around with blurred out. Yeah, that'd be a good time.
Okay.
Was that better than golfing for you, Tony? Anthony Tony?
It's different.
Yeah,
I'll give it that.
That's more up Tony's alley, I think.
Yeah.
Naked and Afraid, yeah.
Who's going to kiss whose butt? Tune in next week.
Yeah.
On Naked and Afraid. All right. So the AFC West this year, guess is 6-0. Absolutely. 6-0. Which AFC games are going to be the hardest? Honestly, it's probably going to be part of me says the later ones, which I can't remember when Chargers.
We're in Kansas City in December.
Yeah, see, that's no bueno.
Tough. It's cold as shit.
That's going to be rough. And the Broncos in January when it's freezing.
Yep.
God, bless.
Yeah, that sucks too.
Yeah, the only AFC West away game at the beginning of the season is freaking Vegas.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's the last part's going to be tough. I mean, it's going to be tough starting off AFC West. Bing, bang, boom, first 3 weeks. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be really exciting. But yeah, those last 3 games in the cold of winter, you're begging for an easy winter at the end of the season. And for the Broncos to be the very last one is, hate that, playing at Mile High in January and playing in Kansas City in the middle of December. Crime and Nitley.
Yep.
So those are going to be tough, but hey, still going to be 6-0, baby. Still going to sweep them.
Yep. Time me up.
There you go. Tony, buddy, thank you for asking the question. And thank you, everybody, for asking questions and Ask Boltfam. We greatly appreciate it. And I think that's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat. Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
No, I get to hang out with Wool Dog in about 5 days, so that'll be fun. And wish I get to hang out with Kai, but I can't. I cannot.
But you can't.
I cannot. But until then.
Okay, love you. Bye.
I love you. Bye.
I love you. Bye.
Don't forget
what
about
a rough landing I brought that one in for. You love you. Bye.
And you threw off the sequence. You went
everything.
I don't think I've ever not ended an episode with. That's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat. Don't forget to bolt up because we're ready for any squad, any place.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay, love you. Bye.
No, it's fine.
Love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Say it.
I did. Okay, love you. Bye.
Leave the whole thing in.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Well, howdy there, gridiron grumblers. I'm old Wool Dog, and when the NFL hits the snooze button, I hit the fades. Welcome to Prospector Wool Dog's off-season gold panning, where we sift through the digital mud to find them juicy NFL nuggets. I'll show you how to mine through TikTok rumors, sift Reddit like a seasoned scout, and decode a wide receiver's cryptic eyes emoji tweet in under 6 seconds. You won't find gold in the dirt, friend. You'll find it in leaked training camp footage and ambiguous emoji posts. There's gold in them apps, partner, and we're scrolling for it. Yeehaw!